coming back to Rama. Rama is worried. Rama now knows that Seetha and Lakshmana probably heard this and they are thinking that I am in trouble. I just hope that Lakshmana understands. Lakshmana is smart enough to understand things. So I hope Lakshmana understands and consoles Seetha and they both stay together and wait for me. That is what he is wishing in his head. And now he also understands that, okay, this deer intentionally took me into the deeper parts of the forest only to make sure that I am away, and there is some other bigger problem brewing inside that will probably unfold itself when I am away. And the shouting is also very clear that whoever is conspiring something, they also want Lakshmana away and they want Seetha alone. So if Seetha is alone, then probably some demon is eating her or attacking her or abducting her. Anything might happen. That is what he is thinking, and he is hurrying back his way. He is coming back the same path that he had taken. After he walks a little while, and then he spots Lakshmana. His heart sinks. He is worried. He asks, "Is Seetha also with you? Did you also get Seetha with you?" The answer was no. And he is worried. He is super worried. Now things are unfolding in front of his eyes. The entire act is coming and playing in front of his eyes. Then he immediately says, Lakshmana, he is worried. He's Lakshmana, what are you out of your mind? What did I tell you and what are you doing? I asked you to stay back, and I asked you to stay back for a reason. How on earth can you break my order, my request? And did you even think of what would happen to Seetha? I know you came to protect me and you thought that I was in danger, but how on earth could you think that I would be in danger by demons? I am a person who killed almost 14,000 demons and I was untouched and there was not a single scratch in my body. Do you not know? Do you not understand how strong a person I am? And what makes you think this way, and you are leaving Seetha behind and coming for me? How does it even make sense? Then Lakshmana goes on to say, I explained the same thing to Seetha, but Seetha is very, very sore at this moment. Seetha cannot think logically, and I try to tell her Rama is not someone who can be easily taken down by demons. But hearing your voice, and I understand her situation also, it is her love for you that is making her speak like this. But in her love for you, she has used words that are sharper than knives, and that they really pierced through my ears and heart, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I had to prove it to her that I don't have any eye for her. So I have to prove it to her, and that is why I came as per Seetha's request. So pretty much I did not have a choice. I couldn't take those words. Those were very harsh, and God knows how Seetha, who is a pleasant person, who always talks sweetly, could use those kind of words towards me. So those are the things that drove me to into the Dandaka forest now. Then they both hurry back. They try to come back, and along the way Rama recounts. Rama only keeps hoping that Seetha is safe. And once they come, they see that the entire place is lusterless. Luster meaning every place will have a kind of life in it, right? The reason why you perform housewarming or anything like that is that will bring some aura into the place, and that becomes livable from that point onwards because of all the homam, all the puja that you do. But the presence of Seetha itself makes a place livable. So that life, whichever was there in that place when Seetha was dwelling in that area, is not there now. Rama cannot see that life in that place. So looking at that place itself, he senses something wrong has happened, and he goes running from bush to a tree to something else in search of Seetha, and he's not finding her. He goes to an extent of talking. I mean, he is very delusional at this moment. He loses his mind. He's crying. And he goes and talks to almost all the trees in that locality, and they say that he calls the tree by its name and says, "Did you see Seetha? Did she come here? Is she trying to play hide and seek with me? Is she kind of hiding behind you?" So those are the kind of words he uses. He talks to the trees, he talks to the flowers, he talks through the river Godavari. Did you see my beautiful Seetha? Did she come to you for water or something? Did you really take her away from me? in your currents or something like that? Or did she come here for lotuses because she loves lotuses? But then again, immediately he thinks Seetha never went alone to take any lotuses from the lotus pond. She was always waiting for me to accompany her. So the chances are very less. So he then after a while his hallucinations go to the next level and he starts seeing Seetha everywhere. He is looking at a distance and he thinks that something is looking very similar to Seetha. So let me go run and check if it is Seetha. He's running there just to find there is no Seetha there. And then he's turning back and there he sees another Seetha. There is a deer and next to the deer he imagines or he sees Seetha. So he immediately comes here and asks the deer, was Seetha here? A minute back I saw her. Where is she now? So that kind of state he is reaching, and Lakshmana is super worried at this moment because Lakshmana has not seen neither Lakshmana nor anybody has seen Rama in this kind of a sorrow state. He's not just sorrow, he's losing his balance, he's losing his control over his own senses. Because, only because of that, he's seeing Seetha everywhere, right? Even though Seetha was not there. So, that is what is going on with Rama. And Rama, this sorrow slowly turns into fury. Slowly he becomes angry. He becomes angry with the surroundings. He's angry with the sons. Sun God, you are the witness of everything that has happened here. What were you doing when something wrong was happening with Seetha? Why could you not stop that whatever act was being performed on Seetha? Is Seetha killed by demons? Or is Seetha abducted by someone? Or is Seetha killed by any of those wild animals in the forest? Or what happened? Why were you being a mute spectator for everything? And he goes on to question air also. He goes on to question all the 5 elements. What are the 5 elements?
Air, water, ground, sky, fire.
Earth.
Water.
Yeah, water. Water, he questioned Godavari, right? And then he questioned sun and his sun and the light and the sunlight. And then he questioned air itself. So he's questioning all the 5 elements also. And asking like why did you fail to protect Seetha? That is the love, that is the amount of love he has towards Seetha. Then he goes on to say, if you guys are not responding to me, I am going to dry up the entire Godavari river. Godavari, you either better answer me or wait for my arrow and you will be dried up. And he also he talks to the mountains saying that you better answer me, otherwise I'll turn you into pieces. Yeah.
Okay, so Rama really lost his mind and he doesn't know that even if he shoots an arrow at the water, nothing will happen.
No, it will happen because there are some astras which will make the entire place wet with rain, or they can also make that place dry. Yeah.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, look, let's do that. So he is warning everybody, and he is capable of doing it. The thing is, Rama is capable of doing it. If he wanted to dry up some place, he would. But generally they don't invoke those kind of weaponry unless until it's absolutely needed. They generally don't do that, right? They are balanced people, and that is the reason in the Balakand and all those episodes when we were talking, Vishwamitra made sure that Rama was eligible for all those astras, and only then he gave him the astras. Now Rama is reaching a state, because of the separation with Seetha, he is reaching a state where he is threatening the entire nature and environment, that I am going to destroy you if you are not telling me what happened to my Seetha.
Did he actually do that?
No, he did not do that. He doesn't do that because Lakshmana is there, right?
Oh.
And Lakshmana at this moment, and Rama also goes on to say, I think it is a result of all my previous lives. There is a concept of rebirth in India, in Hindu Dharma. We can talk about it another day. Let's not digress from the conversation. In my previous lives, I would have probably done some kind of sins, and all those sins are this is the effect of all those things. Initially, I was supposed to be ruling Ayodhya, and here I am today, leaving behind all my family and my dad, my father, my mothers and everybody, and I am here in a desolate forest. And on top of it, I did not even have an opportunity to see my father one last time. When he was dead, I was not there for his last rites. And then I came here, and now I had only one person, one person with me who I could share my sorrow or happiness, and I couldn't even protect that one lady. She came to me thinking that I would be her protector. The entire time when I asked Seetha to stay back, she clearly said that I know you will be able to protect me, and with that confidence she came. And look at me, I am an incapable one who is not able to take care of my beloved wife.
Why did you say that she's the only one? Doesn't he have Lakshmana?
He has Lakshmana, but she is his wife, right? Wife is almost like part of you. So there is, part of you in the sense there is a concept in Hindu dharma, Sanatana dharma, where there is the way they treat wife and husband is exactly their half and half. Ardhanarishvara. So you will find idols of Parvati and Shiva, where there will be one idol, and half the idol will represent Shiva, half the idol will represent Parvati, and that Rupam is called Ardhanarishvara Rupam, indicating that male or female, nobody is above the other. They are two equals. If the society has to flourish, they need both forces coming together, not both forces competing against each other. It's not a competition. It's always complementing each other. There are some things that men can do better than women, so let them take care of that. And there are some things which women can do better than men, so let women do that. And the thing is, everybody should be respected for their abilities. Nobody should be taunted because you are not capable of doing something. Right? That is there in every aspect of nature. An elephant doesn't, or a monkey doesn't come and taunt a fish for its lack of ability to climb a tree. Right? So likewise, completely a different conversation. Coming back, so Rama and Seetha are part of the same body, but two different people. In thought, in action, they are actually one. That is the reason. Every time you show an example of a perfect couple, you take the name of Seetha and Rama. If somebody has to say they are really nice couple and they compare, they are like Seetha Rama. They are two different bodies, but thinking wise, from mental perspective, they both are the same. That is what it means. And only if they are like that, they will be the family will be prosperous and happy. Okay, so that is why Rama said whatever he said. It's not like he's trying to look down upon Lakshmana. It's not that. Yes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah. If you have to go to bathroom, you can go. You don't even have to ask me. Okay. That is how SriRama is landing the separation with Seetha. And then Saumitri now at this moment, Saumitri means Lakshmana, at this moment is very, very worried and he is shaking actually. He's trembling looking at the status of Rama because he has never seen Rama being so unstable. Even when Rama was asked to go on exile, leaving behind Ayodhya, leaving behind crown and everything, he took it with a smile on his face. He never showed his irritation or he never showed his displeasure or anything. He was perfectly okay. Only thing that impacted Rama to this extent is separation from Seetha. So truly means Seetha means something to him. Seetha means a lot to him, right? That is what it means. Then he's cursing himself for not being able to take care of Seetha. And then Lakshmana comes and tells him, I am nobody to school you or teach you. You are elder to me and you know things better than me. I'm not trying to teach you anything, but I'm only repeating the words that once upon a time or in different instances you would have told me. I'm just repeating those things to you and reminding you the things. You are a very well balanced person and you are a person who is the caretaker of the entire place. And if a person who is well balanced like you, if that person is coming up with ideas like destroying the environment, destroying the animals, destroying everything, then where would these all these poor sorrow things, where will these people, where will this environment go if you are the destructor? You are the one supposed to nurture and maintain all these things. You are the king, you are the caretaker, and a caretaker should not be talking like this. And I don't have to tell you that one person's mistakes, one person's misdeeds should not really have this kind of effect on the entire world. These plants did not do anything wrong to you. These animals did not do anything wrong to you. Neither do the five elements of nature. Nothing has done anything wrong towards Seetha, not towards you. Then why are you trying? Why are you thinking of punishing all these things? You're not supposed to be punishing. I understand your sorrow. I understand your worry, but we need to act with our, not with our emotions. We need to approach this practically. We need to really go and search for all those, think of all those places that Seetha likes. Maybe she's gone there. Let us go and check. And with that, even that doesn't pacify Rama. But he goes and checks out a couple of other places in the same area. They don't find Seetha. And then while they were wandering in that area, Rama again goes on to his emotional high and he asks all the animals, this is one last chance I'm giving you. You either tell me where Seetha, what happened to Seetha, where Seetha is, or I'm going to destroy you. He goes to the same thinking again and again. Then all those animals, they stand up and they all move towards southwestern direction. They all start running towards southwestern direction. Then Rama doesn't get that hint because Rama's thinking is clouded at this moment. Then immediately, and they go there, they turn back towards Rama, they look at Rama, and then they again continue going towards southwestern direction. So Lakshmana catches this, and Lakshmana immediately says, all these animals, they were hither thither until a moment back. The minute you ask this question, tell me where Seetha is, to all the animals, the deers and all those animals, squirrels and everyone, that is when they started moving in this direction. Probably they are indicating that you should go in this direction, you will find something. Then they both start walking towards the southwestern direction. So this is one of the hints some of the people, some of the archaeologists and some of the people who study Ramayana, they latch onto. They are saying southwestern direction. Lanka is in the southeastern direction. So probably the Sri Lanka, what we know today, is not Ravana Lanka. So they are getting this idea that probably these two are different from things like this in Ramayana. There are some other references also that come in future, is what I read and what I heard in some of the podcasts. When we go there, I'll try to, yeah.
It can be southwestern from a different place in India.
No. No. It is always southeastern because if you have seen Indian map, this is the southern part of India, right? It looks like this, right?
Yeah.
This is Gujarat and this is northern part of India. This is how today's India is. Here it is Sri Lanka. So from which part will it look southwestern, tell me? This is the east coast of India.
Oh, it'll look northwestern.
This is north.
Yes, north.
This is south. This is west.
Oh, yeah.
This is east. Wherever you stand in India, unless you are somewhere here. But Rama was not here. Rama was here.
Yeah.
Right? South, west, westward. But it is here. So that is what some of the people who do some research, who try to find more evidences around Ramayana, who try to date Ramayana, who try to match to the geographical locations of Ramayana, they latch on to points like this. Okay? So southwest means somewhere here we should be talking about. Which makes a lot of sense because in one of the verses I heard, again I have to read through Valmiki Ramayana to confirm, it is also said that Lanka is in 0 latitude and 0 longitude. Somewhere here. 0 latitude, 0 longitude, somewhere in the ocean, in the Indian Ocean.
Arctic Ocean.
Right? No, not Arctic. It should be Indian Ocean. Down here, right?
I think it's it's behind the Middle East. But in the bottom.
Now, right now, at this moment, 0 latitude, 0 longitude, it is a deep ocean. There's nothing there. Because of the lot of glacial maximums, right? You know what a glacial maximum is?
Yes.
What is it?
So glaciers are the big ice
Yeah.
pieces.
But what is glacial maximum? Glacier is correct. Whatever you said is correct. Glacial maximum is because of the global warming and things like that. It melts, and there are certain events where the sea level has risen. One of the most recent events of glacial maximum is it exactly matches with the time when Dwarakas got submerged. It relates to Mahabharata, the place of Sri Krishna, right? Which is somewhere in Gujarat here. That got submerged. Those dates exactly match with Dwaraka got submerged. The glacial maximum, last glacial maximum timeline perfectly matches with that. 5,000 some years ago. That is exactly when Dwaraka also got submerged, and all over the world the sea levels rose about 15 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So because of those kind of events, right now 0 latitude, 0 longitude, it is deep sea. Okay, that is some of the geography. So what was it? Where are we in the story?
Animals are.
Animals went southwestern direction, and Rama and Seetha, Lakshmana and Rama think that Lakshmana suggests that we should go in southwestern direction wherever these animals are indicating. They start walking towards. They take few steps and they see things on the floor, on the ground. Some of the pearls that Seetha used to wear in her jewelry are on the ground, and SriRama immediately recognizes them. And when they look at the surrounding area, they see that there are footsteps also. There are two footsteps that they can see. One is of a demon and the other is of Seetha. And he also finds things like some of the flowers that she was putting in her hair, those have fallen down. And he recognizes those flowers as, these are the flowers that I gave Seetha this morning. And she was putting it in her plate, and I see them on the floor. And he immediately thanks the air god and earth. Do you know why? He thanks air gods because you did not blow it, wind god, that you did not blow harsh enough for these evidences to be gone from here. Thank you for doing that. And he also thanks earth because you did not do anything crazy that these evidences would go submerged into the earth or anything like that. So thanks for doing that. So he immediately turns around and says and thanks them, who was furious and who said that I'm going to destroy you a minute back. Immediately is thanking them. That is the nature of Rama. And with those evidences, they follow the footsteps of Seetha, and after a while, the footsteps are not there. Why are they not there? Because he took away Seetha in Vimana, right? So those are not there. So now at this moment they're confused. But in that place, they find these things. The
Wings?
huh?
Jatayu wings?
No, not yet. They find the broken bow of Ravana. Because Jatayu was having a fight with him, right? Broken bow of Ravana he sees some of the armor being broken armors, and they also see the charioteer who's dead. So they don't understand who this charioteer is, why is he here, and there is definitely some kind of tiffle that happened here.
Is the charioteer a demon?
Maybe, but not so powerful demon. They see, but all these evidences do not make a lot of sense. It's not a war kind of a situation. There was no army for sure, because when there is a war, the evidences would be drastically different from what they are seeing right now. There are only two people, and Seetha, obviously. The third person is Seetha. And what is this? Who fought with them? Did they fight among themselves? And one of them is dead and the other took away Seetha, or what happened? They don't know. And while they are thinking, discussing about all these things, and they are moving further in that direction, they see Jatayu. And Rama, look at the status of Rama, Jatayu starts telling the entire story. Jatayu tells, Ravana is the one who took away Seetha. I have seen that, and I have tried to stop him. I have attacked him. And Jatayu also recounts his, while Rama was approaching him, he was also recounting his friendship with Dasharatha. And he's also cursing him. I should have probably done this instead of this so that I could have saved Seetha. So those kind of thoughts is what Jatayu is living with at that moment. And then the minute he sees Rama and Lakshmana, he tells them the detailed episode of entire thing that has happened. He tells him, time and time? 40 minutes. Okay. So he tells Jatayu tells Rama that Ravana came, and took away Seetha. And I tried to stop him, and he attacked me. He chopped off my wings, and he gives a description of the status of Seetha when this was all happening. She was crying for you. She was yelling at Ravana. She tried her best to get off the clutches of Ravana, but she was not able to. And they drove in so and so direction. That is what he tells Rama and Lakshmana. Now Rama is again, and then he passes away. He dies, and Rama does all the last rites for Jatayu, because that is the respect for people who are dead. Rama himself is in a lot of sorrow, and he needs to hurry up to find out Seetha. But Rama does make sure to say thanks to the person who helped him, and he's also conducting all the last rites for Jatayu. And then from there they move on to I think Jatayu indicates the direction, and another 5 or 6 chapters we will be done with Aranyakanda, and at that moment Rama will be entering Kishkinda. Kishkinda is the place where Vanara Sainya is stationed, right? Yeah. That is the sorrowful state of Seetha and Rama today. Any questions?